Hi, my name is Van, and I've been a member of 121 Community Church for at least 20 years. And this particular section of Scripture, James chapter 2, verses 1 through 13, I call James chapter 2 and the idiot bucket. But it took me a number of years before I changed the way I viewed this particular set of Scriptures. I generally would read Scripture, see it, decide if it applied to me, and in this particular case, I would go right past it and think, I treat rich and poor the same. I don't really give anybody more or less credibility, so it didn't feel like it applied to me. But in the middle of learning new ways to learn and grow from biblical study, I started to process things differently. And somewhere in my heart, as I was reading this a couple of years ago, I began to realize there's something wrong. I think there's something wrong here, but I couldn't put my finger on it. So I stayed reading this particular scripture for the better part of a month. And one day I'm in the office, and because I'm reading it every single day, this is still top of mind. I'm drawing an X and a Y axis. I erase the two axes. And in that moment on the whiteboard, I can remember it like it was yesterday. All of a sudden, I realized, James is using a metaphor here. It's not rich and poor. And in my world, it was idiot or not idiot bucket. Now, I realize that seems weird to people. That name may be odd, but I realized that what I was doing subconsciously, a learned behavior from work that had permeated all aspects of my life, eventually was, in the first 5 minutes I've met you, I've put you into one of two buckets: idiot, valued. One of two buckets after 5 minutes. And then worse than that, I will only remember the things that support my original classification. So that means if you're in my idiot bucket and you do 1,000 things great and one thing less great, let's just leave it at that, I'll remember, that's why I put them in that bucket. And if you're in the valued bucket, you could do 1,000 things wrong and one thing right. I'll say, that's why I put them in that bucket. So you become a prisoner in my world, and I've made for individuals. And I will spend less time with them. I will do a lot of things differently depending on the bucket you're in. And what I realized is that is unbiblical. That problem is not yours, it's mine. And I called it idiot bucket. Originally, I wasn't sure what to call it, but I needed to name it something to have it have power so I would make a change. I began to realize what James is telling me here is, what do I need to do different? I need to have nobody in the idiot bucket. Everybody has value. So I would write the names when I began to realize it, pray for that each day. So it became a daily prayer such that now most of those people have been removed, but every now and then I'll realize, this person now, for whatever reason, I need to pray for how I act, how I behave differently. And what I've found is it completely changes the way I spend my time, the way I spend my talents and treasures, based on the fact that now I see people and realize everybody has value. That's what I get out of James chapter 2.